Adam here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today we have this 1968 Hermes 3000 vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Made in Switzerland, and in my opinion, the best typewriter of all time, also known as the Bentley of typewriters. This one has a wide carriage, so it's a little bit wider than the standard Hermes 3000. It's about 13 and a quarter of typing space total. The knobs are a little different too on this. Up top is the adjustable paper guide. This helps you guide the page in straight. I'm going to line that up with the edge of the platen, which is the main roller that feeds the paper. And this has a brand new platen installed from JJ Short. And this is the paper support arm that flips up from the back. If you don't know, JJ Short is pretty much the only platen company that makes good platens still. So the margins, this is the paper bill, sits on top. It's got two rollers and a scale, and the margin indicators in red. So wherever the red is where the margin is there on both sides. If you want to change the margins or adjust them, you just hold the margin for the left side and just push it to where you want it. And I want it right on the edge to let it go. That's where it'll be. If you want it closer to the middle, you put the cursor where you want it and then just flip the margin and it sends it to that spot. And if you're used to magic margins, it's the same concept. It's a little bit different of the magic margins are usually on the top on the Royals. Same concept with the right side. So right now I want on the edge, so I'm gonna hold the carriage on the right side. You do have to push the carriage release at the same time and push the margin at the same time. And put it where you want it, let it go, right there. If you want it more towards the middle, you just put the platen where you want it and just flip the margin and it sends it to that spot. So now I'm just gonna move it towards the edge, which might be too far. This has Elite typeface, so it's a little bit smaller print than Pica, which prints 10. This prints 12 characters per inch. Once you hear the bell, you're near the end of the margin. Hit this line space, gets you back to the beginning, and skips 1, 1.5, or 2. Right now we have it on single, but if you want 1.5, just flip the switch down. It skips 1.5. One more, it skips 2. We're going to keep this on single for now and finish typing. And I was able to type most of the keys on the keyboard on that first line because this has Elite typeface, prints 12 characters per inch. A bit smaller than the Pica, which prints 10. So on this next line, I'm just going to print a sentence in red, the switch from black to red. There's a switch on the right side here. You flip that up to the red indicator, it prints the bottom portion of the ribbon, which is red. When you have it on the yellow indicator, it prints right down the middle, black and red. When you have it on the blue indicator, it prints the top portion of the ribbon, which is black. When you have it all the way down, it prints no ink at all. It just leaves a stencil for copying purposes. We're going to move that up for red. Absolutely. Every time I type on this, it's almost euphoric. I type on machines every single day. I fix them. And this one just feels so good. I typed that K a little too quick. No pun intended. So that it's a little faded, but that was just an operator error. The print has Techno Elite. So it's a boxy character font. Unique, super popular, and gorgeous. 12 characters per inch, like I said. Everything is super precise, always is with the Hermes 3000. It's about as good as you can get with the typewriter. The Bentley of typewriters with the wide carriage and Techno Elite font, brand new platen. To pull the page out easy, there's a switch on the right side. You just flip it forward and it unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easier, load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page, or else it won't load correctly. We're going to flip this down for now, put the color back on black. And if you are in the market for typewriters, you really do have to go with an experienced technician like myself or similar that knows how to ship these and service these for a living, or else you're going to have problems. You're going to get one and you're going to have to take it to somebody like me anyway. So you might as well just go straight from the source. All right, backspace on the left side. Very good. Tab set. Right now we have tab set on 10 space intervals. So I'm just going to clear all of those by hitting the all clear. So now we don't have any tabs, but I always like to set one somewhere in the middle so that way when you hit the tab button, it doesn't slam all the way to the end, causing wear and tear on your typewriter. So I'm going to hit tab set. It stops at that one spot. To clear that specific tab, you hit tab clear, and it won't clear all of them. The all clear clears all of them. That just clears that one specific tab. Works good. Now we're just going to set that again and test that. Very good. Margin release. When you get to the end of the margin, there's a mechanism that blocks you from printing. Hit that margin release button. It does allow you to go all the way to the end. Let's test that again. So it blocks you from printing. Hit that margin release. Allows you to go all the way to the end. And these margins are in red on the paper bale. And I want to show you how that works. So now you can see it move with while I'm holding the. So I'm going to set it there. And I don't know if you can see that. So that's where the margin is in red, and I'm going to move it towards the edge. So it just goes with the margin, like that. Very cool. Very advanced, probably the top of the line technology of all time when it comes to typewriters. I don't know if I did the shift on each side and the shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again. The top spool cover opens from the back and hooks in from the front. All metal. So it came in 3 generations. The first generation was a curvier top, all metal. This is the second generation, and the third generation was a boxier, hard plastic, but it pretty much all had the same exact functionality. So if you have either 1, 2, or 3, you have the best typewriter of all time, as long as it works. If it doesn't work, then you have the worst typewriter of all time. And you got to send it to me. Well, I don't fix them, but you just buy one from me fixed, and then you're good to go. All the brand new ribbons loaded on the left, so it's pulling to the right. If you want to switch that direction to the side you want to go to, you flip the ribbon guide there to the middle, and it will pull to that side. And that's meant to automatically reverse back and forth over and over until the end of time or until the ribbon dries up, whichever comes first. It has a little eyelet that pulls that when it gets to the end. If you have the metal piece at the end, if not, tie a knot, and that should work. This pops back on like this, hooks in the front, and pops down from the back. This is your touch control. The higher up you go, the more tension there is when you hit the keys. You do have to hit the keys harder for them to print, but they respond faster. The lower you go, the less tension. I like it on low. I'm not a writer though, so you just want to play with that to gauge your preference. We already went through these buttons. This is your carriage release, this is your margin, and this is your carriage lock. This, when you push it down, this will release the carriage and lock it in the middle. As you can see, it just stays nice and locked when you move it. This isn't one of those typewriters that if you just move it to the right, it will unlock. You have to push it down and move it to the right. Very good. Carriage release on the left. Super smooth and powerful. And if you pull the knob out, it disables the spacing, so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You push it in, you get the clicks. Each one of those clicks is a half a space. Same concept when you push the line space selector all the way back. It disables the spacing. You push it on the one, you get the clicks. And that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.